Hello everyone. Hello everyone. How are y'all doing today? Welcome back to the channel. Glad you made it back. Jerome Strickland. I haven't given this channel a real name yet. We just call it Jerome Strickland. But I want to welcome y'all back, and I'm glad you made it back. I hope y'all all is well with you. I hope all is good with you. I hope you on a high spiritual plane. I hope that all is going good with you, because it makes you a better person. I'm not talking about having a problem-less life. I'm talking about going good with you internally, in your heart and in your mind. If all is good in your heart and mind, then everything else will line itself up in the physical realm. If you good in your heart and mind, everything in the physical realm will eventually line itself up. But if you're not good in your heart and in your mind, everything's going to stay chaotic. So when Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is within, he means getting it right in your heart and your mind. Getting your heart and mind right. Getting your heart and mind right with God. Getting your heart and mind right with yourself. And getting your heart and mind right with other people. That means forgiving other people and not holding grudges and not being angry and not being bitter and hateful and mean and not being a person in a low vibration and not in a love vibration. And the love vibration is what helps you stay balanced. Today I am drinking alkaline water. It's good for you. It's good for your insides. Try it. But we're going to get on the subject today. I don't want to just ramble on. I know you came to this channel to get something other than hearing me ramble on. So I want to ramble. I want to talk. I don't want to ramble on, but technically I do want to ramble on. But I want to ramble on about something that's meaningful, that's going to help you, that's going to lift us all up. I'm not saying that I'm better, more knowledgeable, or better. This is just one man's opinion. It's just one man's view who talks to God, who listens to God, and who tries to better himself. And I want to reach out and try to help other people as other people reach out and try to help me. And we all, it's kind of like, one person, he'll put his hands down, he'll cup his hands, and the other person will put his foot in that person's hand, and he'll lift him up to a higher level. Then when that person gets to the higher level, he turn around and reach down and help the person get up to where he at. You see how they're helping each other? And that's what this is all about, helping one another. It's not about being religious, and it's not all about being all churchy. I'm not religious and I'm not churchy. So if you're looking for a religious YouTube channel, if you're looking for a churchy YouTube channel, this probably not going to be for you. So, there's plenty of church type places out there. There's plenty of church type websites and YouTube channels out there that you can go to be churchy and religious. This is not that. We're all about truth. We're all about speaking truth, finding truth, and being in the frequency of truth and love. And it's not trying to manipulate nobody, trying to trick somebody, and trying to make somebody think like us. It's just one man expressing his opinion. You can choose to believe it or not, accept it or not, or just go on. But I want to get to the subject matter today. The subject matter I want to bring up is, let me read it. I wrote it down. I just want to read it and make sure I get it right on here. It says, don't let what you're going through hinder your path. Or some people might say, don't let what you're going through hinder what you're going to. But don't let what you're going through hinder your path. You see, we are all on a path. We're all on our own individual path. We're all trying to reach our goal, reach our higher self, our source self. And it's kind of funny to say this. We're not there, yet we're already there. What I mean by that is you're not there in your own mind, in your own perspective, in your own perception. You're not there. But the end of the story says you're already there. It's sort of like watching a movie. You're watching a movie and you know what the ending is going to be. You already at the ending. You already have seen the movie. You know what the end is going to be like. You already know. But you still got to go through all the ups and downs of the movie. You got to go through all the drama and the action and all that stuff and all of that to get to the ending. But you already know what the ending is going to be. So you're there, but you're not there yet. And if you can look at it like this, everybody's life is kind of like a movie. And everyone else in your life is the co-actors in that movie. You're the star of the movie. You are the star of your own movie. And you are trying to reach your higher self. You are trying to go to your higher self. You are trying to reach your place in God. See, I don't leave God out. See, oh, he's leaving God out. He's leaving God out. What is he talking about? No, I'm not leaving God out. In fact, I am all inclusive of God. And you cannot do this without God. You cannot go up higher or be anything without God. Some people call him God. Some people call him the Heavenly Father. Some people call him the All. Some people call him the universe. Whatever you call him, you need him in order to make it. And who is Christ? Christ was the Savior, but it's more to Christ than just what these mainstream religious organizations is telling you. It's more to Christ than that. And that's the part that they're trying to keep secret. Because Jesus taught a lot of things. Christ taught a lot of things. But only a little bit has gotten out. Because if you knew everything and you knew what Jesus meant about everything, it would take you to a whole new level. Why do some people, have you ever asked yourself this question? Why do some people hold all the secrets? And the regular people are trying to find out those secrets. There are only like a small percentage of people that hold all the secrets to wealth. There's only a small percentage of people that hold all the secrets to reality. And all the rest of us are kind of like scrounging for bones, trying to figure out the truth. And it's about control. You got some people, they use two systems of control. They use confusion to control you. Yes, they use confusion to control you. The other control mechanism is fear. Confusion and fear to control you. This is why you hear some people talk about damnation and hell and consequence. These are all fear mongers. And these are all fear mechanisms. When you hear somebody saying consequence all the time, you gotta pay the consequence. Are you going to hell and damnation? And then they come behind it with say confusing things. Like all these denominations, all these beliefs, all these religions. Confusion, fear, and distrust. Oh yeah, that's another way to control people. Make them distrust one another. You got whites that distrust blacks. You got blacks that distrust whites. You got Asians that distrust Americans. You got Americans that distrust Middle Easterners, and it can go on and on. A climate of distrust. Why they keep a climate of distrust? Because so you can't come together. If you come together, you can band against them. But because you so busy fighting one another, you can't band against them. I'm talking about the controllers. And one way is getting back to my subject matter. One way to rise above all of that is to press on, is to go on through and stay on your path no matter what you're going through. If you got to sleep on the ground, do it. If you got to go without, do it. If you got to lose things, do it. But whatever you do, keep a good attitude. Whatever you do, don't give up. Keep a good attitude, don't give up, and treat people right. Whatever you're going through, do those three things. Keep a good attitude, treat people right, and don't give up. Because then God, the universe, the all, whatever you want to refer to Him, to the entity that is of all and in all and knows all, will reward you, will help you reach where you're going. But so many people, they get in the low vibration. What is the low vibration? They get bitter, they get angry, they get mad. And there are entities and there are things and situations that are trying to pull you into a negative vibration. When it goes back to what I was talking about, the fear mongers. Fear is a negative vibration. You can't receive anything from God if you're in fear. God doesn't want you to fear Him. He wants you to love Him. God doesn't want you to fear what's going to happen to you, or fear something bad going to happen to you. Fear was, instead of being afraid of what's bad, be happy of what's good. This is a pie in the sky trying to get you away from doing what you're supposed to do. If you love God and you're not afraid, it's easier to do what you're supposed to do than if you don't love God and because you're afraid of Him. It's harder to do what you're supposed to do because you are miserable. When you're doing what you're supposed to do for the right reasons, it's easier to do it. So, in this life, we're going to have problems, issues, things come against us, being treated unfairly, having those feelings like we don't deserve certain things, and you're going through things, and you're seeing other people that's got this and got that, and they're doing this and they're doing it. You got the shakers and the movers out there, and they're doing all this, and you just like in existence, and you wondering what's going on. Keep going. The formula is treating people right, not giving up, and keeping a good attitude. That's the formula for ultimate success. Now, you may not get filthy rich. You may not be the next president of the United States. You might not be the next famous, speaker that speaks and everybody come to hear speak, and you're all in front of all these people, and you packing out auditoriums, and you post something on YouTube, you get 3,500 million views and all of that. You may not reach that, but your goal is to reach God. To reach God in your own little world. To do the right thing in your own little world. To be in a relationship with God in your own little world. You are powerful. You are a starseed who was with God, who was a part of God. There was nothing created. Nothing can be created or destroyed. It can only transform. I know I sound like a Transformers movie, but there's nothing that's ever been created. What? There's nothing that can ever be destroyed. All is eternal. But all transforms into other things. How many times have your spirit been transformed? forever. You're just having a human experience right now. And you're gonna go on. That's my opinion. See, everything you hear on YouTube, everything you hear when somebody say, well, there may be consequences to pay for what you believe and don't believe. If you believe the wrong thing, you might have to pay consequences for that. Or if you believe, they're gonna have people say that, but all in all, that's their opinion. That's their opinion. Have you ever been to heaven? Have you ever been to hell? Well, this person had a near-death experience and they went to heaven, or this person had a near-death experience, or they died and went there and came back to tell the story. How many people have you heard, even on YouTube, have had that experience? I'm not trying to downplay their experience, but what I'm saying is evidently there are tours of heaven and hell. Then all of these people, there are probably hundreds, if not thousands of people that have experienced this. And I'm not to downplay their experience, but what I'm saying is, have you ever been there? Word of mouth and word of sight. Just for example, a person, say a scholar. Well, the scholar said back in just because a scholar said something, don't mean I'm supposed to automatically believe it. Just because I'm saying, okay, you're a scholar. You think a scholar can't be wrong? Well, scholars said in the 19th century, this, that, and the other happened. I think for myself. You have to think for yourself to stay on your true path. You have to not trust everybody else's opinion and distrust your own opinion. And you got a lot of people like that. They trust everybody else's opinion, but they don't trust their own. It's just like, you know how frustrating it is when you're married to a woman and she treats every other man with respect. She treats the other man with kindness and sweetness, but then she treats you like dirt. She treats the pastor at her church like he the greatest thing since peanut butter. But she treats you like you mud. But you see how the duality is? You have to stay on your path. Regardless of all of this, you have to stay on the right path. Regardless of what you got to go through, you have to stay on the right path. And remember this for me. You don't remember nothing else I just said. With all the stuff I said, it just seemed like a bunch of rambling on, and you ain't really just, taking it to heart. It's just, you about to click off and everything, go somewhere else. It ain't, you gonna click this off, you gonna forget. It ain't gonna be that serious to you. You're like, whatever, it ain't all that, If you do that, that's fine. I don't care about that. I don't care if you like this video or not. I don't care if what I said is meaningful to you or make you want to come back to this video. And I don't care about none of that. But what I do care is about helping people and helping myself. The one thing I want you to remember is to do this. Whatever you go through, remember these three things. Keep a good attitude, treat people right, and don't give up. There's a lot more I can add to that. To me, these are the three strongest and the three best nuggets of philosophy. Now, somebody can throw in there, well, hard work is the key. You got to work hard. That's true. You can throw probably about 10 or 12, 10 or 30 other, nuggets of wisdom in there. But I think the three main pillars to uphold a person is the attitude, not giving up, and sowing good seeds by treating people right. You sow good seeds when you treat people right. When you pull people down and treat people wrong, you're sowing bad seeds to yourself. You're sowing a bad seed, man. Keep a good attitude. That vibration is in the atmosphere. people you treated unfairly. I'm not saying let people walk over you. I'm not saying let people treat you any kind of way. Keeping a good attitude, that has nothing to do with keeping a good attitude. Keeping a good attitude is you don't hold grudges. Keeping a good attitude is you don't get angry. Keeping a good attitude is you don't get bitter. Or keeping a good attitude is what you do with your anger. I'm not to say that you don't get angry, but you got some people, they go to the ultimate revenge factor. They try to get revenge and all this other stuff, and they get bitter and they get angry and they start hating the world, they start hating God, and they start doing all this other stuff and being angry and you know, they start like, if they're gonna do it to me, I'm gonna do it to them. If they're gonna cut me off and they're gonna cut me off in traffic, I'm gonna cut everybody else off in traffic. And what would this world become if everybody got a bad attitude? The world is becoming like that, isn't it? You see it for yourself, don't you? Maybe you see it in yourself. Catch yourself and don't allow yourself to get a bad attitude. So remember these three things. Whatever you're going through, in order to be able to stay on your path, the key is staying on your path. There will be controllers out there that will come and they'll try to get you in the vibration of fear. Fear will get you off of your path. There are controllers out there that will come and try to confuse you. Confusion will get you off your path. There are controllers out there that will come and try to get you in anger and bitter and get it in a bad attitude. A bad attitude will get you off your path. There are some controllers out there that will come and try to make you give up. Giving up will take you off your path. You got to stay on your path. You are on a path that was designed just for you. Designed just for you. Stay there. No matter what you got to go through. No matter what you got to do. Stay on your path, because it's not about houses, money, and cars, and having, making your neighbors envy you, and having the best husband or the best wife, and having all of these things and being all in bliss. It's about your path, so you can make it home to where you really belong. This is not your realm. This is a great place. It can be a great place. You can have a lot of fun here. You can do a lot of great things. And it's nice and everything. But you see the other side to the duality. We're in a duality matrix. I'm not saying just, have this pie in the sky attitude and don't think about the now. And just, live your life to the best you can. Try to be the best person you can. Try to achieve all you can. Get educated. Go out and make your living. Try to take care of your family. Live in a vibration of love and try to treat people right. Somebody want to get in front of you, slow down and let them in front of you. If you see an old lady or anybody walking towards the door, stop, back up, and open the door for them. It's little things like that that sow good seeds to your life. Just the other day, a woman was trying to sow a good seed. It was a lady inside the store, and she was coming out, so she stood there holding the store. I was coming in the store, and she stood there holding the door because it was a lady, and it was a lady in a wheelchair, and another lady was pushing her. So quite naturally, she was gonna hold the door open for them so they come out. But apparently, the lady didn't see, because she was trying to do something else, and she didn't see the lady holding the door open for her. So I walked up behind her. She said, I'm waiting on this lady to come out. She's in a wheelchair. I told her, I said, you go ahead and, you can go ahead and go. I'll hold the door open for her. And then by that time, the lady looked up and saw me holding the door open. These are people trying to be kind. These are people trying to be nice. These are people trying to do the right things in their life. And everybody in that situation went away feeling good. The lady, she She went away feeling good because I stepped in to hold the door for her. And the lady in the wheelchair was feeling good because somebody was there to hold the door for her. And I felt good because I got a chance to help two people. Wow. Look at that. That's what life is all about. Those are the things that help you stay on your path. Don't let nothing get you off your path. But how do I know what my path is? How do I know what my path is? You know. You have to pray. Talk to the Heavenly Father. Talk to God. Talk to the universe. Talk to the all. Talk to all that is good, all that loves you, all that is kind, all that is for your good. That's the one you talk to. And you will begin to know your path. And it will just be a knowing. You'll feel it. You will sense it. You will sense your path. And the more you talk to God and meditate, meditation is another key. And you do the right thing. When you do the right thing by not giving up. When you do the right thing by keeping a good attitude. When you do the right thing by treating people right, you will just fall into your right path. You just fall into the path. You ain't gotta go looking for it. You'll just fall into it. Remember those three things. Keep a good attitude, treat people right, and don't give up. Okay? Alright, this is my video for today. And I hope that you was helped by this video. And I'll be sending another one out soon. So be looking for that one. And y'all have a great, wonderful, blessed, happy day. And remember, keep a good attitude, help somebody, treat people right, and don't give up. Stay on your path. God bless.